everyone, happy new year. I'm excited for this video. It has been it's been a few months actually since I uploaded a video, and I wanted to start off strong and try to be consistent this year. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. Is it on my goals? Yeah, but truthfully, I don't know. So, seriously, the battery's already gonna die. Much better. Okay, so anyway, I decided to do a vision board slash goals list or whatever with you guys. I try to do one every year and kind of talk about like the goals that I set last year, how many I actually completed, how I feel about it, etc. And then the goals that I have for myself for this year and the vision that I want my life to go in. And I started doing this in, I want to say like 2016, like the end of 2016, I think I did a vision board for 2017. Like I don't think I made one for 2016, but it was really small. There was not a lot of things on it. There was not a lot of goals. It was more so what I wanted, like things I wanted to buy or do. And over the past few years, it has changed very drastically. Sometimes I have more goals than other years. Some years I have more things that I want to do or whatever. But I have found that trying to at least set these goals helps me figure out what direction I'm trying to go in, and I actually try to achieve them. So I wanted to kind of go over with you really quickly the ones that I had from last year. I will put right here, I will put the goals that I had for last year. And then I'm just gonna kind of read them off to you guys. I'm gonna be very transparent. A lot of you guys have followed me throughout the past few years and seen where my life has gone. So I made this one at the end of 2021. So December 2021 for the year of 2022. So much has changed since I've made this list that a lot of things on here are not even my goal anymore. They're not anywhere near what I want or what I'm trying to do or whatever. So number one, get my marriage back. That did not happen. I've already filed for divorce. So it's kind of funny because I feel like it makes it look like I gave up on that, when in reality, we've both just come to the conclusion that we're better as co-parents, we're better as friends than we are together. We just don't work well together. And we've talked about a lot of things, and we've just come to the conclusion that divorce is best for both of us. And I'm in a very happy place, so I'm okay with it. Read 30 books. I did not do that. So the year before, I read, because I write them all down. If you guys ever want to find out the books that I actually read throughout the year, I will link it down below. I have like a whole list on Amazon of every book that I finish. I don't put them up until I finish them, because if I hate them, I'm not going to post them. So 2021, I read 20 books. And last year, I read 17. It would, you know, things happen, but I do like the books that I read, and I feel like they changed my mentality a lot. But I didn't get to 30, but it's okay because I still tried. Lose 50 pounds. I didn't. I lost 12, but I gained very, very, very good mental clarity, and I've changed a lot of, I guess, expectations that I have for myself, and I feel better in my body, and I think that's more important than like what I look like. I'm still trying to lose weight, but it's not like a hard pressed goal anymore. Give to church weekly. So I was not able to give to church weekly, but I was able to give monthly, so I feel good about that. Publish my book. I did do that. I published my book in May of last year, and it's still so weird to me that I have a book out. And now I'm working on 2 more. Make bestsellers list. I didn't do that, but that's okay, because I feel like self-publishing, sometimes it's hard to make the bestsellers list, and I'm still trying to figure out how to market the book. So, you know, we'll figure that out. Fix teeth, whiten and straighten. My teeth are whiter, so that's cool. They're not straight though. I have gaps, and I really wanted to get like braces or like Invisalign or something, but I didn't do that. Save $5,000. I didn't. Go to Rhema Winter Bible Seminar in February. That is a church that's kind of connected to ours. It's in Oklahoma and Tulsa. And we did go in February. It was amazing. It was eye-opening, and it was just very, very needed, and it was absolutely amazing. If you guys ever get the chance to go, please do. It's well worth it. You will definitely get so much closer to God. It's amazing. I will link their website down below. Go to Kindle the Flame in September. I was not able to go. I went to that in 2021, but I was not able to go this year. We just didn't have the money to go, but that was amazing the last time I went. Buy a Jeep. Still haven't done that, but we're still waiting on that one. Pay off all debt. Be consistent with blog and YouTube. I will say that I was more consistent last year. I still was not where I wanted to be. And so obviously I'm still gonna strive for that this year, but I was not super consistent on that. Do more outside and be in nature. We actually, my best friend and I went on a lot of walks outside. We got the kids out a lot more. We did a lot more in the summertime. So I do feel like I still wanna get out more outside because I'm definitely an inside person. Wake up early, between 6 and 7. I tell you what, there are some times I randomly wake up at like 5 or 6 in the morning, but then I go pee and I go back to bed. So usually I'm up at like 7:20, 7:30, but I still want to try to get up earlier and be like productive because I'm not a morning person. No meat all year and more veggies. Didn't do that. Have a monthly family game nights unplugged. So we didn't do them monthly. They were never unplugged, but we did do a lot more game nights, which was amazing because we found new games that we really liked. We got super competitive. We had other friends over. We had my brother's girlfriend over. It was fun. And we just played Scrabble last night, so we're doing good. Do a 30-day social media fast. I did do that. That was probably the most insane thing I've ever experienced because 30 days without any social media whatsoever was absolutely crazy. Like, I really didn't think it was gonna impact me or affect me as much as it did, and it actually changed the course of my career, which is wild. It made me really learn a lot about myself. I did post a video on that, I think. I'll put that up in the cards. Learn to penny board, sort of. I have a penny board, I have a pink penny board, and I'm getting there. I need to practice more, but I'm sort of getting there. Go to Summit, which was our Beachbody event in July, and it was here in St. Louis. I did go to that. It was absolutely amazing. I cried. I met amazing people. I got into a car accident. I learned a lot about a lot. Yeah, I loved it. It was great. Travel to a place I've never been before. I actually went to San Antonio, Texas in August with my best friend, and it was our first trip together. We've been friends for 17 years. Best friends for 17 years, and we've never gone anywhere together. So that was actually really fun to go on a plane ride with each other and like to just travel. And we went and saw her family and went to a quinceañera, and it was amazing. Not be afraid to film, vlog, take pictures in public or in front of friends and family. That is still something that I'm like, I'm working on. I am like I don't even know what I am. I don't know if I'm an introverted extrovert or what. I'm definitely an extrovert for sure, but I don't like being made fun of. So if I'm filming or doing something in front of people, it's really hard to do stuff in front of people because I can see their reactions. And then I overthink, well, should I be doing this or maybe I should just stop. And then I get in my head a lot. So I'm still not there, but I'm learning. Learn to live and be more bold in Christ. That is something, my friends, I have done. I have learned to really step out of my comfort zone and stop being afraid of what people think about my beliefs. So I am a Christian. I honestly, God has changed my entire life, like everything. And the stuff that he has done for me in the past few years is wild. And I don't think that I don't know, I kind of almost think it's selfish to like not talk about that anymore because my life has changed so much from just trusting him that like how cool would it be like if other people's lives could change and grow and like be insanely amazing. Yes, those were my last year's goals. Now I got the other ones. I will also post them on here. This year I did things a little bit differently. I know that was like a little long. I don't know if we're gonna do a 2-part section or anything like that, but let's see, pull up my favorites. Okay, so this year I did it in categories because I wanted to be more specific about what it is that I wanted. So I put different things in categories and really tried to zone in on what it is that I'm going to accomplish this year. So I did financial, career, social, wellness, family and home once, and then personal growth. So I'm gonna go through each of these and kind of like explain why I did them, how I'm, like what I'm doing, what I'm transforming, all that stuff. So financial, we'll start with the financial section. So I spent a lot of money on my credit cards last year, mainly because of things going all over the place with my husband. So I didn't have a whole lot of money, and it's not an excuse, it's not a good excuse, but I did spend more than I wanted to on my cards. So this year my goal is to keep spending on my credit cards, like keep the spending on my credit cards under 30%. I want to pay more than the minimum on my credit cards. Sometimes I only have enough for the minimum, but I want to be able to pay over that, and I want to try to pay more than once a month just to up my credit and obviously like increase all the goodness, you know, financially for me. And I want to try to put $200 in my savings every single month. So I could put more than that, but I feel like that's a really good goal to start at. Career section, I want to finish my courses. So I started taking Google courses because I actually have my bachelor's degree in marketing, and I wanted to kind of further that degree along a little bit with digital marketing and e-commerce, because when I did graduate, we didn't really study any of that. So I actually found Google courses, and they have like 5 or 6 different certifications that they do. But one of them is digital marketing and e-commerce. So I started doing that. I really, really like it, but there's 7 courses total. I have finished 2 now, so I have 5 more, and then I will be finished. I want to finish 2 more books. I started writing 2 more books sort of simultaneously, so I would like to finish both of them this year. Hopefully get them published this year, if not by like January. And then I really want to try to find a book agent this year instead of just doing self-publishing. Digital marketing, I want to do more digital marketing as my actual career versus coaching. I kind of stopped doing Beachbody coaching. I'm still like an active coach on there because I have clients under me still. I didn't like just ditch them, but I haven't really like actively like looked for new people. Social, I want to be able to get together with friends once a month. I don't have a lot of friends, but I have a small group of friends, and it's really hard for us all to get together because our schedules are crazy and we all have kids. All the kids have different sports and activities that they do after school, so it isn't really super easy for all of us to get together all the time. So I really want to try to get together with the friends and the people in my life that I do love at least once a month, just to catch up and, you know, see them. I want to start limiting my social media to about an hour a day. I get carried away with it, especially on like TikTok. Like sometimes you just scroll, you literally will just scroll forever, and then you look down and you spend like 20 minutes and you're just scrolling, and it's crazy. So I want to try to limit that to daily. It's gonna be a little hard because I have not done that. I kind of forgot that I wrote this on here. And then I really want to try to go out of my way to make my friends and family feel loved randomly. And when I say that, I mean like just small acts of kindness for no reason other than just because I care about them and I love them and I miss them. Wellness, more whole foods and fresh foods, less processed foods. That has begun. I started on Wednesday the 4th, I think, and I'm kind of trying to do something a little bit different right now. I'm not gonna fully talk about it, but I have not had any meat, I have not had any dairy, and I have not had any processed foods at all. It is so hard, but in the past 8 days, I am down like 4.5 pounds. So it's working. I feel really good. I am full. Like I'm not like starving. Breakfast is hard, but I have my smoothies. Love parts that I hate on myself. So I really want to get to a point. I heard Megan Trainor say that like she stared at herself in the mirror for like 5 minutes every day, and she had to get to a point where she had to tell herself like that she actually liked things that she didn't like on her body. For women especially, I know everybody in general, but for women and moms especially, it's hard to look at your body and love it because it's not what it was before. It's changed, it's different, there's stretch marks, there's, you know, other things. And so I really want to get to that place where I love parts about my body that I didn't necessarily love before. Be active in some type of way outside, like twice a week. That's a stretch for me. It's a lot. And like I said before, I wanted to get outdoors more. It's really hard in the winter. I hate being cold. In the summer, I'm outside all the time, but I really don't like being cold. So I'm really trying to like take the dog out on longer walks and like try to be outside just in general a little bit more. Okay, family and home. I really want to travel to a new place this year. Next year, we already have set that we're gonna go to Germany next year, but that's not this year. And so that is a new place, but that's not now. So I really want to try to go somewhere new that we haven't been before. The kids and I were talking about doing some kind of like doing like a cruise or something this summer, or maybe going to like the Caribbean. Give me ideas. Give me ideas to go with kids down there. I also want to try new things with the kids. My best friend and I have talked about this, about taking the kids to places that we've never really been before around here, around our home in St. Louis, or things that we just haven't done with them. I just want to try new things and not do the same stuff all the time. Fix the pool and our yard. That's a task. Our pool is amazing. Our pool was amazing. It's not in terrible condition, but the concrete's really messed up. The pipes and stuff are kind of wonky, and the last time we got a quote, it was like 30 grand to get the thing fixed because it's a huge pool. I'm gonna try to go a different route this year. And then family game nights. We've actually been doing a lot of those already, and it's only, was it the 9th today? Yeah, it's only the 9th. So we've already been doing a bunch of family game nights, and I love it. Moving on to wants and personal growth. So wants, that Jeep is still on there. I want a Jeep Wrangler so bad, and I'm seriously determined to get it. I want a 4-door, like a Sahara, but hey, you know, I don't have like a color in mind necessarily. Like I'd love white. I don't want a black Jeep, or like yellow or bright blue or something custom. I don't know. I would settle for an SUV. I really don't want to settle, but that's why I put or SUV, but I really want a Jeep Wrangler. Divorced. That's on there. Because we filed in November, we have still not gotten all this, like they still haven't reached out to us to let us know when our date is. So once our date is set, then we can go in, get it done, and then be free. Either or both, a solo trip / an adult trip. So I would really love to take a girls trip. One of my friends we were talking about this the other day, how we've never done a girls trip. We want to do something without kids, even if it's just for like a weekend, whether it's like to go to Vegas and just hang by the pools, or to go on a cruise, or to go down to Florida or something and get like an Airbnb. But we all just kind of, we all need a break, a mom break for sure. But I also kind of want to get out of my comfort zone and go somewhere by myself. I don't know when or where that's gonna be, because I was thinking like, okay, if I go somewhere by myself, it would be good for me to, like, it'd be good for like writing. Like I can get a lot of writing done, work on my books, but then at the same time, really get out of my comfort zone, grow, you know, get my own place / RV. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know, I have wanted an RV for so long. One, I would live in it. I would for sure live in an RV. Right now, we currently live at my mom's house because my husband brought us back from Florida. We split up, things went weird. So it's been a really rough transition the past like 2 years. So I really do want to get my own place, a smaller place. Like I don't need a huge house or anything, but I would settle for getting an RV. That way, even if we did still live here with my mom, like it's not that big of a deal, it's just my mom and my brother, but we could easily travel and go out for weekends and stuff like that if I had the RV. So that's where my mind's at. Okay, and the last category is personal growth. I started doing a lot of personal development in 2018 when I started coaching. And I will honest to God say that that is one of the biggest things that has changed my life, my mental state, how I feel about myself, my confidence, things that I'm going after in life, all of that stuff has changed drastically because of it. So it's definitely something that I want to keep working on. My first one on here is focus on being the best version of myself. I have pushed and suppressed my personality down for so long. And I think part of it was out of fear of not being liked or accepted by a lot of people, because I am a true weirdo. I'm goofy, I'm bubbly, I'm different. And I started to slowly come out of that shell after my husband left. And then in April of last year, the final little key was unlocked and I fully started to open back up. And I just want to focus on being the best version that I can be of myself, because not only does it benefit me, but it benefits the people around me, my kids, and honestly, I just feel like I help make people feel better. Think before acting. This is a really big one for me because I'm emotional. I'm very emotional, and I mean that in like every sense. When I'm sad, I'm very sad. When I'm happy, I'm extremely happy. If I'm upset, I'm crying and just sobbing my eyes out, you know? So sometimes I don't think right away. I act out of emotion, and I have been working on that already, but I really want to work on that more this year, to stop and sit down and take a breath before I try to do anything or say anything, or go somewhere or text someone or call someone, or you know, whatever the case might be, just to stop and take a breath and think first. Start my mornings off with God. So I wrote that on here because a lot of times I wake up and I immediately go to Facebook or Instagram, or you know, I just start playing on my phone and play games, or I get up and like I rush and I do everything else. And I want to try to wake up a little bit earlier and just sit and spend time with God, whether that be, you know, listening to, you know, worship music, or reading my Bible, or just sitting and praying for a little bit. Any of those things, just taking a few minutes out of the morning when I wake up, thanking him for keeping me alive another day. Live with less stuff. This is a hard thing because I live with so many people. Currently, there's 8 people in this house. It's not gonna last that long, but we have 8 people in this house. So it's a lot. So it's very hard to have less things because we have so many people. But as for me, I feel like I moved my whole apartment into my bedroom, basically. And there's a lot, and everything gets cluttered very easily. And I just feel like overwhelmed sometimes because I have too much stuff. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, okay, there's still things in boxes from when we moved here that I have not touched and I have not used. And obviously there's stuff that I'm not gonna use because I don't have my own place. So I have things in boxes in the garage, like kitchen appliances and, you know, dishes and stuff like that, because I'm using my mom's stuff. So obviously not getting rid of those things, but just things in general that I don't use that I guess I thought I did, that's just clutter. I wanna start minimalizing that. Minimizing, whatever. Spend time intentionally. I want to stop just vegging out and watching TV or just not doing anything. I just really in general want to spend my time more intentional, whether it be with my kids or learning something new, with my classes, with whatever, and just not, I've learned that I'm not diagnosed, so I'm not gonna say I am, but I've definitely learned that I am more, I guess ADHD, and that there are people that some days you literally are so productive and do everything, and then there are other days where you literally do nothing all day and there's not much you can do about it. And I have felt like that so much, and it makes me mad. Like, I don't want to be like that anymore. So I really want to just try to focus and be intentional with my time. No more self-sabotaging. I have done this my whole life. I feel like at all points of our lives, we all kind of do it a little bit, but I want to stop because it's stupid. And I'm really trying to live more without doubt and without fear, and just kind of be walking in faith and be more intentional. And so self-sabotage does not coincide with that. If you're sabotaging, you're not really benefiting yourself. So I want to stop doing that. All right, books. We have 30 books on here. I added the same amount because I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna try to go over 30 when I didn't even hit 20 this year. So I really wanna try to read 30 books this year. Will I? I don't know, but I am gonna try. I've definitely started loving a lot of books. I got like eight or 9 books for Christmas that I already started reading, and I have a ton of books in my closet that I bought that I have not read. So I really wanna read more books. And that counts for, like, I read a lot of personal development books. I read a lot of Christian books, but I just recently started getting into fiction also. So I'm kind of like doubling up and trying to read like fiction and like a personal development book every day. And then faith over doubt. I just kind of talked about that already. I forgot that I had that on there. But just walking in more faith, doubting so much less, and really trying to just trust that God's gonna lead me in the right direction and trust myself that I'm going in the right direction, walking in peace and not like anxiety and like confusion. So I'm also gonna put right here the picture that I made to go with my goals. So the easiest thing to do, because I feel like people do videos and then they like do this with you and they show you how to do everything. It's easy. It's so easy. So make your goal list first of all those things. I think what I'll do is I'll actually post all of these over on my blog. So if you guys go down in the description box, that way you guys can like see an up close look and actually kind of see what I did, what I wrote, goals and stuff like that. But basically what I did is I went to Pinterest. I just got on my phone, I went to Pinterest and I saved pictures that to me represented my actual goals that I listed out. And just so it's like more of a visual than just a list. And I like to do this because I have it on my wall in my room. I print it out. I print the goals on one side and I print the picture, and then I stick it in a frame and I put it literally right in front of my desk so that when I sit at my desk every day, I look up and I see exactly what I'm going for. And I love it because not only is it visual, but it's listed out. So, cause I feel like when you only make a vision board and you don't have any words on it, then you kind of get sidetracked and forget what it was that you actually wanted to like reach for and have your goals for this year. So I do both, but I do them separately. Some people do the vision board and then they put like words in it. I have like quotes in mine, but I don't have the actual like goals written on my board. So I print them out together, stick them in a paper, or stick them in a picture frame, and then hang it up on my wall. So I hope that this helps you guys. I hope you guys liked it. Maybe you can make one for yourself. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys do this or if you guys have done these before, or, you know, I'm sure some of you will tell me it's stupid. So that's fine too. You know, whatever. I am really gonna try to get more intentional with these. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.